Have you ever had coworkers who lied behind your back? Or even worse, a boss who didn't have your back? The importance of trust and relationships in the work environment is crucial in building a strong culture and morale for all companies. I'm Jenna Kramer, and today I'll be talking with you about those important parts of making your company's work environment a success. First, I will explain why trust is so important. Then I will talk about how building relationships within your company brings benefits to you and the company itself. And finally, I will provide some ideas you can use to improve trust and relationships in your workplace. When talking about trust in the workplace, there are many aspects of this. There's trust between you and your coworkers, there's trust between you and your customers, trust between you and your boss, and trust in the overall company. Each of these relationships is vital to the company, and there needs to be two-way trust in each one. Dennis Reyna and Michelle Reyna, both of which have their PhD, are co-founders of the Reyna Trust Building Institute at Michigan State University and specialize in measuring, creating, and restoring workplace trust. Reyna and Reyna state, when an organization fosters relationship and trust-building behaviors, employees focus on the work they were hired to do, and productivity increases. When trust is damaged, morale and productivity begin to decline and turnover increases. When we think of a lack of trust, we think mostly of lying or not keeping a secret for someone. But some issues that come up when talking about trust are often ones that we don't think of, such as one not feeling comfortable to speak up in a meeting because they don't trust their coworkers to respond respectfully. With a culture like that, a company will likely miss out on excellent ideas or important dialogue about an issue or idea. It is key to have employees respectfully challenge each other's ideas to ensure that the best ideas are coming to the surface and are properly worked through when implementing. And this will only work when the employees trust each other and know that everyone is working for the best interests of the company, not to come out and offend someone. So with companies being busy worrying about sales, deadlines, and new technology, why is trust so important? Amy Lyman's work on the 100 Best Companies to Work For states companies whose employees praise the high levels of trust in their workplace are in fact among the highest performers, beating the average annualized returns of the S&P 500 by a factor of 3. Another vital part of trust is communication. There needs to be an open communication between coworkers and also between upper management and the so-called worker bees. When the worker bees trust the upper management, there are less chances for rejection of the overall company's strategy. Relationships are just as important to the workplace as trust. As an individual, by developing relationships with those you work with, you are building trust, learning about other roles in the company, likely learning more about the company, and creating new opportunities for yourself. These relationships are exciting and fun to build as you figure out the path you'd like to follow for your career. Become a more well-rounded employee and get to know others. As far as the company goes, these relationships are just as important. When you build a culture where employees are willing to go spend time with each other and learn more about each other, they are likely to work better together and to trust each other more, which will increase production. So we've talked about how important trust and relationships are, but what tools can we use to improve these aspects in our workplace? First, everyone can work on being competent, caring, and consistent. Dr. Sarah Swatitsky states in her journal, Building Trust in the Workplace, that being competent means being good at what you do. Employees like to work for and with people who are skilled and knowledgeable, and demonstrating competence builds trust. Caring means showing your fellow employees that they matter to you. Ask for input and taking suggestions seriously are powerful ways of involving employees and building trust. Get to know your fellow employees and their goals and interests. Show them that you look out for their interests when you can. And finally, be consistent. Do what you say you're going to do. People trust those that can rely on, and there is no faster way to break trust than by breaking promises. Other ways that companies can help build trust is simply by bringing it to the forefront and talking about it. It's amazing how people start to feel open towards it when they feel like they're in the loop and understand the strategy that the company is using and why they're using it. With that, it is key to actually be trustworthy about issues in the company and talk about those hard things right away. It's important that leaders be held to their commitments and not skip out on meetings or cancel activities with staff. Also, all employees should receive equal opportunities for training and learning. Another strategy is to have open communication between staff and management and truly think through the ideas or issues that are brought to the table. When employees feel that they're being heard, the trusting relationships start building quickly. So when you head into work tomorrow morning, take a look at your work environment and see whether you think the trust and relationships are the best they can be. If not, I strongly suggest you work with a leader at your company and go over why trust is so important, how beneficial solid relationships can be, and share some of these ways that employees and management can work on building trust and relationships to benefit each person and the company. The culture of your company will see a huge shift when working towards a more trusting work environment. Thank you.